Part 7, setting up the SSL certificate. The first thing you want to do is log into your control panel at 1&1. Once you go to 1&1.com, it'll be the top right hand corner. You can use your customer ID number, your username, or your domain name that you registered. Once you've logged in, you should be on the home page. And if you are zoomed in or if you're on a smaller screen, you'll have a hamburger icon in the top left hand corner to access the left side menu. First, you want to go to the domain center or click on domains and go to the domain center from there. And before we set up our SSL certificate, we're going to click on edit domain settings or edit domain contacts. And if you are on the domain settings section, you'll have a row where you can edit your domain contact. Click edit and make sure that the first two contacts information are correct and click save. In some cases, you'll have to verify your email address or confirm your domain contact and your email address. Generally, this should be done if you registered your domain using the previous videos in this course, but you want to go ahead and double check and make sure those contacts are correct and just click save, even if you don't make any changes. And then want to come back over to the SSL certificates tab in the top middle section of the screen. It might take a second to load the first time, so you might see a gray screen for a few seconds. Because we only have one SSL certificate available in this account, you should see one row. In the first column, you should have the domain name that is connected to that SSL certificate. In this case, we don't have a domain connected, so we want to click on this checkbox, and you can either click Set Up SSL Certificate, this blue button, which will take you to a page that gives you three options: to activate your SSL or to purchase two premium SSLs. You'll want to click Activate SSL, or you can click this drop down and select Set Up SSL Certificate. Either way, you should come to this page. So on this page, you'll have two radio options. The first radio should be selected, which says domain. In this drop down, you should select your default domain, your primary domain that you'd like to use for your website. So if you register multiple domains like a .club, .com, .org, .net, or a variation of your domain, like in our case it's thirdcoastdetailing.com. We might also register thirdcoastmobiledetailing.com. We want to select our primary domain that we want the SSL certificate attached to. In the bottom left hand corner, I'll check the checkbox to agree to the terms. In the bottom right hand corner, I'll select this blue button to set up the SSL certificate. You'll have a light box that pops up saying operation successfully completed. So if you get an error here and the operation is incomplete, chances are you've just registered your domain and you need to wait another 24 hours before your SSL certificate can be set up manually by the 1&1 operators. So again, if you cannot set up your SSL certificate and you just ordered your domain and your hosting account package today, you need to wait a full 24 hours to complete this process. Otherwise, you want to go ahead and click OK. And now your domain name should show under the domain column as set up. Sometimes you'll have it, this option in this column, the status column, won't necessarily have a check mark if the setup process is initiated. But generally the setup process is instant and you should be secured with an SSL certificate.